You know how Morrissey sang, "See, the luck I had can make a good man turn bad." That's exactly what almost happened to me not that many years ago. Yeah, when you have gone through life like I did and not had much to be happy for, to look forward to, or anything, almost anything, you start to feel, very angry, frustrated, and negative, and annoyed. You start to feel annoyed at people who have had a better luck than you, alright, who, who have seemingly at least a better life, But anyway, people who do have what you don't have, that is a family of your own, a good job, stuff like that. Yeah. So it has been a lot of frustration, but I believe it wasn't until in 2018 I realized this that I was very how much this had changed me really my unhappiness with my life because I had this I already talked about this in another video so I don't because I don't like it. I don't like to talk a lot about that episode of my life, the darkest one probably, apart from the war itself, and all that. But yeah, in 2018, yeah, I felt really kind of, I had started to work again after a very long time, and that kind of made me feel better, of course, more satisfied, more fulfilled, more satisfied with myself than before. Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, I was kind of starting to feel really uh, weary, and all of a sudden, I didn't know really how bad my psyche was until that happened. That night when I watched something that really disturbed me, and I woke up tomorrow not feeling the same as before. Like, I was like, what the heck is going on with me? It's terrible. You feel as you feel lost, you feel as you are not yourself anymore, and that's very scary. However, when I look in retrospect, I really was not feeling myself for at least a year before that, because there were a couple of other happenings, crisis happening in my family, in my home. Yeah, family related. Like I had a grandmother who was suffering of dementia, and she had come to stay with us for a while, and for a month. That was probably one of the most, I mean, excruciating months in my life. Of course, when she was already far, really advanced. I mean, that her dementia had become like, had started like 3 years ago at least, something like that. Yeah, yeah, around that, around 3 years ago. And by then it's it's advanced. It's an advanced stage. First year maybe not so much, but already the second year, yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean that changes you. But also I found out about another thing. I had also this relative staying from the same family as my grandmother here, and he was doing things that were really kind of annoying me, like talking loud on the phone late at night on my balcony stuff. But since I know that he is has a short fuse, has a hot temper, I hesitated to really kind of confront him about it. So I was like, before that, I tried nicely, can you please turn it down, and and he was like, all right, and then later he would just continue the same way as before. Yeah, so one night I just said I had it, and I was like, come on, man, you know, I just gave him the truth. I was like, I'm so sick and tired of you talking like every fucking night at every at midnight, very late also, because I know neighbors don't like it here. Back where he comes from, I maybe they don't mind that much because they are used to noises, shit, people talking loud in the late at night. But here it's very different. Here there are rules about that and stuff. So not that everybody abides by those rules, but still, I do. I want to abide. So anyway, to confront him, I had to really reach deep into myself and drag a part of me, I guess, that I never had to do before almost, you know, kind of that guy who would be able to, argue with anybody, to confront anyone, no matter how, they might, how strong or good at fighting they might be. And worst of all, this cousin of mine, he was both things. He was both those things. He was stronger than me, actually, because he was, very physically active from young age. And he was good at fighting because he was in many bar fights and stuff like that before down there. And, but I knew, of course, he wouldn't, like, really have a go at me. It almost came to that, almost. But he stopped before. He kind of just shoved me, that's it. Because, I told him I'm sick and tired of you doing that, and he was just like, go away, And then for a second, I kind of retreated, but then something in me just ignited, and I just went back and said, hey, what the fuck are you? What the fuck? You know, who the hell do you think you are? Stuff like that. And of course, he didn't take it well at all. As I said, he's a bullet head. But we sorted it out, later. Tomorrow, he apologized, and that was a good thing. But that whole incident, I think, triggered something in me that I didn't want coming out, and that is the rage, that I've been talking about, and the angry guy inside. Yeah, I think it was that year that it all really, really began, 2017. Yeah, it was a bad year for me. So, yeah, it was just, oh man. And then I believe, when I started working, I was kind of happy again. But then I had some trouble with this, let's call it a girl. She wasn't that young, but anyway, who I was like kind of, you know, almost courting, but online, of course, because I hate fucking dating life, and stuff like that. I mean, here, going out and hitting at women, girls never been my thing, I'm just kind of shy and stuff like that. I don't like it, simple as that. Don't enjoy it, some guys do, some don't. So anyway, for a while it went well, then it didn't go well, and then that really also pissed me off and made me very frustrated. And yeah, so it kind of I just reached my boiling point, and just came to a, breakdown, whatever. Uh, you know, just kind of reached, as I said, my limit. And Yeah, something just, I don't know what happened. I was just trusted into this darkness, and yeah, it was just a painful time. But as I said, stuff like that can really make you. I mean, I started feeling different, really. I mean, I remember just, I would, you know, take pleasure in stuff that I shouldn't have, you know. I mean, don't want to really talk about it now, but I mean, if people who I didn't like something bad happened to them, I would take pleasure, stuff like in that. And now I would not do that. I know better. But back then I was really angry, and I hadn't yet reached really full maturity of mind, and soul and all that. So yeah, it just kind of makes you think, makes you tell yourself, hey, you were once a nice guy. What happened to you? Like stuff like that. It's really sad what bad life can do to you, man. Unsatisfactory life. Yeah, yeah, it's just so that just taught me that, you must make an effort to any way you can, any way to get a better life, at least a little, improve your life in some way. Anyway. So yeah, but it's still a fight, It's always it will always be a fight for me and anybody who is like me, an introverted person who has also had a lot of problems in his life, in his family, and yeah, who comes from a place like who is where there was a war, very destructive war. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, also can make you change, as a person. So just have to, do your best and not let that influence you too much. You must always look deep inside yourself and say, am I the guy that I want to be, that I am supposed to be, that I can be? And if you're not, of course, then you know you have to do so. You have work to do. Yeah. So that was it. Thank you. See you. Bye.